bones. We're gonna start sitting in a comfortable sitting right on our seat bones. With your spine nice and long, belly button in, shoulders relaxed, crown of your head up towards the sky. You can close your eyes if you want to, or you can leave them open. And let's just focus on our breathing. Just breathe in and out as you normally do without changing anything. Just feeling the air coming into your body and leaving your body. Muting any distractions. And if you would like to set any intentions for today's class, you can do it now. And now let's just make this breathing a little bit deeper. Inhale, expanding your belly, then your rib cage, your heart, and exhale, contracting your heart, then your rib cage, and your belly. Now let's do it one more time. Inhale, expanding your body from the bottom to the top. And exhale, contracting from the top to the bottom. Now we're gonna lift our shoulders up towards our ears with that inhale, and we're gonna exhale, bringing them back and down. Inhale up towards our ears. Exhale back and down. And one more time. Inhale, shrinking shoulders. Exhale, bringing shoulder blades together and dropping them down. And we're gonna now change direction. We're gonna inhale to the back and up. And we're gonna exhale, rounding and down. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward and down. And one more time. Inhale, back and up. And exhale, forward and down. And now let's bring our chin down towards our heart. We're gonna inhale, lifting our chin towards our right shoulder. We're gonna exhale, dropping it down. Inhale, lifting it up towards the left side. Exhale, down. And you go at your own pace. You don't have to follow my pace. You can go slower or faster, whatever feels fine for you. We're just soothing and warming our neck. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And maybe you want to go a little bit bigger this time, making that U shape a little bit bigger. Or you can maybe even do an O if you want to. Just remember to be careful with your neck. We don't want to clasp it back. So try to keep your neck nice and long. So imagine you're drawing this big circle with your nose, and you do it to one side, and then you do it to the other side. Great. And let's bring our chin parallel to the floor. We're gonna stay here, and we're gonna inhale, lifting our hands up towards the sky. You can clasp your fingers. Exhale, bringing your palms to the back of your neck. And here we're gonna inhale, lifting our heart forward, opening our elbows to the back of the room, bringing our chin up towards the sky. And we're gonna exhale, bringing that chin in towards your heart. Now bringing your elbows together. And inhale, opening. Exhale, closing. And one more time. Inhale, opening. And exhale, closing. And we're gonna bring our spine back to neutral with our hands on our head. We're gonna inhale, lifting our hands up, placing our palms together, and we're gonna exhale, leaning to your right side. Walking your hands maybe a little bit further, keeping those seat bones on the mat, lifting the side of your ribs up, and then you lean towards the right. You can bring your head up if you want to, or down, whatever feels comfortable. And we're gonna inhale, lifting the arm, placing palms together one more time. Exhale, bringing opposite arm down towards the mat. Walk your hands a little bit further, keeping your sit bones down. Lift your rib cage up, and exhale, leaning towards the left. And same thing on this side. You can bring your head up, or you can bring it down, or you can move it. Whatever you feel is the right movements for you today. And let's inhale, lifting our hand up. This time we're gonna place our fingers together, clasp them. Exhale, bring your hands down towards your heart level in front. And then we're gonna exhale, turning our palms facing you, and then drawing them towards the front of your room. And inhale, going back to center. We're gonna exhale, turning towards our right, and the arm that is on the outside, you're gonna lift it. So imagine you have a ball, like a beach ball in between your arms, and you're just moving it towards the side. You can bring your head on there, trying to look to your armpit, having a nice stretch on our back, on our side. And inhale, going back to center. Exhale, bringing palms forward. Inhale one more time. Exhale, and then we're gonna move towards the opposite side. So same thing, yeah, you bring your elbow that is on the outside up, and then you look under, trying to look towards your armpit. So remember, you have a big imaginary beach ball in between your arms, so you want to keep that circle big. And let's inhale, going back to center. Go forward, and we're gonna unclasp our arms. Now we're gonna do a spinal twist. We're gonna bring hand on our lap, opposite hand behind us with our fingers facing back, and we're gonna twist from our belly button, rib cage, heart, shoulders, and head. The arm that is behind you, try to keep it close to your body so that it's gonna help you to keep your spine nice and long. And if at any moment you hear some crackings and you don't have any pain, it's okay and it's normal. And let's inhale, going back to center. And we're gonna change sides. So hand on your lap, opposite hand on the back with your fingers facing the back of your room. And let's twist from your belly button, rib cage, heart, shoulders, and head. Inhaling and exhaling all the time. You wanna join your breathing to your movement all the time. And inhale, going back to center. And now we're going on tabletop. So you can walk your hands forward and lift your sit bones off the mat. Or you can just bend your hips to one side and then meet us on tabletop. Let's just curl our toes. And we're going to start doing movements of our hips back and forth. So here we're going to warm up our wrists. And we're also going to soothe our joints. You can go as far as you feel comfortable. Maybe you want to stay in alignment with your wrists, or maybe you want to go a little bit further. Back and forth. And if you feel ready, you can start doing some circles around the sacrum, circles with your hips to one side. And circles to the other side. Now let's stay here on tabletop. You can keep your toes curled, or you can bring the front of your foot of your feet on the mat. And we're gonna do some cats and cows. So we're gonna inhale, lifting our heart forward, dropping our belly button down. Bringing our tailbone up towards the sky. And exhale, rounding, bringing your chin in towards your heart. Middle spine up towards the sky. Gently pushing the mat away with your hands. Rounding your shoulders. And let's go back one more time into cow. And exhale, rounding it one more time into cat. And let's stay in our tabletop. Now we're gonna bring right leg back. Again, you can keep your toes curled or you can bring them down, whatever feels fine for you. We're gonna do some bird dogs. So you're gonna lift opposite arm up, and you're gonna lift your leg if you want to. So your wrist is aligned with your shoulder, and your ankle is aligned with your hip, ideally. But if you don't do it, it's okay, it's fine. Belly button is facing down, but it's up towards your spine. And we're gonna exhale, bringing knee to elbow. Inhale, lift. My English today is not very good. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale. Inhale. And one more time. Exhale. Inhale. You're gonna bring your palm down. You're gonna bring your toes down. And you're gonna try to bring your heel down towards your mat. Maybe you're gonna push the mat away gently with your hands. And you're gonna feel a nice stretch on the back of your leg. Maybe especially on your calf. And let's inhale, going back to center. Bring your knee down. And we're gonna change sides. So now your left leg goes back and your right arm goes forward. Trying to keep your ankle aligned with your hip and your shoulder aligned with your wrist. Your belly button is facing down. And we're gonna exhale, bringing knee to elbow. Inhale, extending. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extending. One more time. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extending. We're gonna place our palm down. We're gonna place our toes down, and we're gonna exhale, bringing our heel towards the mat. Maybe your hips are also pushing down, back gently, and your palms forward. So you feel this nice stretch on the back of your leg. Inhaling and exhaling. And let's inhale, going back to center. Place your knee down. And now we're gonna place our forearm on the mat. And we're gonna extend our legs back into a low plank. So here, try to keep your belly button in towards your spine really nice and long. Strong core. And just holding it there as long as you can. Maybe a couple of more breathings. And we're gonna exhale, bringing our knees down, opening our knees to the side, and bringing ourselves into a child's pose. So your tailbone is towards your heels, your belly button is in. If you have a block and you want to, you can place it and raise your forehead there. Or you can even place your palms on the mat and then rest your head on your hands, whatever feels fine. We're gonna place our forearms one more time on the mat. You can maybe place your palms together if you want to, or clasp your fingers. We're gonna place our knees aligned with our hips, and we're gonna curl our toes, and we're gonna lift our hips up into a dolphin. So dolphin is like downward dog, but we're placing our forearms on the mat. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears. Try to keep your belly button in and your hips up towards the sky. And let's exhale, walking our feet back. Here back into our low plank. You can keep your palms together or you can place them on the mat. Inhaling and exhaling. And we exhale, slowly lowering our knees down, our tummy down. Keeping your heart forward into a sphinx. So your shoulders are down and away from your ears. Your heart is forward. The crown of your head is up towards the sky. Ideally, your eyes are aligned with your heart. But if you don't get there, it's all good. And we're gonna exhale, lowering our heart, placing our head on one side, placing our palms facing up, relaxing. And let's move our head to the other side, resting our head on the mat. Just breathing in and out. Now we're going to bring our head facing the mat. We're going to lift our legs up from our thighs. We're gonna lift our arms up towards the sky. So drawing your triceps up with a nice long spine and neck into a locust. You should feel all the strengthening of the back of your body and the stretching on the front. So try to draw your thumbs together. And exhale down. Great. We're gonna place the palms on the mat and we're gonna exhale, lifting ourselves all the way one more time into a child's pose. And let's slowly walk our hands and our legs so we reach the tabletop one more time. We're gonna curl our toes and we're gonna exhale, lifting ourselves up into a downward dog. So your legs can be as wide as your hips, or if you want, you can bring them closer. You can open them a little bit wider, whatever feels fine for you. Just keep gently pushing the mat away with your palms. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, your hips up towards the sky, your belly button towards your spine. And let's just bring one heel down at a time. Your neck is always aligned with the rest of your spine, so try not to look up or look down. And now we're gonna bring here one leg, right leg maybe, up towards the sky. We're gonna exhale, bending that knee. And you're gonna bring the heel towards the opposite glute, opening your hip to the side. Try to keep your weight equal in both hands. Now let's exhale, bring that knee facing the mat. Inhale, lifting the leg up, and exhale, bringing it to the center of the mat. Inhale back and up. Exhale forward and center. And one more time. Inhale back. Exhale, center. Next time you're gonna inhale back and you're gonna exhale, bringing that leg to the front of your mat. Keeping your ankle aligned with your knee, drop the back knee down. You can keep your toes curled or you can bring them down. And we're gonna inhale, lifting our heart forward. And exhale to your heart. Now from here, we're gonna bring the outside of our elbow to the outside of our knee. If this is too much for you, you can just grab your leg with your hand and look back. So option 2, you bring the outside of your elbow to the outside of your knee and you open your heart. I'm gonna turn myself. There we go. There's a third option here if you want. You can open your arms. Whatever feels fine for you. Inhale and then exhale. And let's exhale, bringing palms together, rotating our torso. Let's place our hands on our hips and we're gonna push gently forward. If you wanna move your back leg a little bit further. So this helps you also stretching your quad. You can do that as well. So stretching our hip flexor, stretching our quad, opening our heart. Let's exhale, bringing our heart forward, placing our palms on the mat, and bringing our tailbone back. Lifting our toes up, trying to keep our spine nice and long. So try not to arch your back. Imagine you have a string that is pulling your head forward and your heart forward. And you should feel a nice stretch on the back of your leg. You can try to sit, but you don't have to. And let's go forward. We're gonna exhale and we're gonna lift our leg into our downward dog. And move one heel down at a time. And we're gonna change legs. So now you're gonna lift your left leg up towards the sky, bend the knee and open the knee to the side, drawing your ankle towards your opposite glute. Exhale, draw your knee down. Inhale, lifting your leg up and back. Exhale, knee to the center of the mat. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward. One more time. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forward. Next time, you're gonna inhale, lifting back and up. And you're gonna exhale, bringing that leg to the front of the mat with your hands on the sides. Ankle aligned with knee. Drop your back knee down. You can place your foot down if you want to, or you can keep your toes curled. We're gonna inhale, lifting ourselves up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And we're gonna do a spinal twist here. Option one, you can place your hand on the back and grab your thigh. Option two, you bring the outside of your elbow to the outside of your knee and you open your heart. Option three, you open your arms. And exhale, bringing palms together, bringing heart forward. We're gonna inhale one more time. We're gonna exhale, placing our hands on our hips, and we're gonna start pushing those hips forward. You can move your back leg a little bit further, so you also stretch your quad, opening your heart, stretching that hip flexor. Let's bring our heart forward, palms on the mat, and let's now switch our weight to the back. Bringing your tailbone towards your heel, heart forward, crown of your head up and forward. Stretching all the back of your leg. You can walk your hands a little bit further so you go into a deeper stretch. Keeping your spine nice and long. And you can also bring your tailbone down if you want. Let's exhale, going forward. Bring your leg back and right up into a downward dog. You can paddle here, bringing one heel down at the time, or you can bring both heels down at the same time, whatever feels good. And we're gonna walk those legs forward. So maybe you wanna start bringing your hands away from the mat. And the idea here is to keep our ankles, knees, and hips aligned with each other into a forward fold. If you have a block and you wanna use it, you can place your palms on your block or books if you want to, or just hang your head, your shoulders there. Keeping your belly button in, drawing your heart towards your knees and your forehead towards your shins. And here we're gonna place our hands on our shins. We're gonna inhale halfway up and exhale down. One more time, inhale halfway up. Exhale down, and one last time, inhale halfway up. Exhale down, softening our knees. Inhale, bringing ourselves all the way up. And exhale, hands to our heart, into mountain. Our ankles, knees, and hips are aligned with each other. Same thing with your shoulders and your ears. We're gonna inhale, lifting our hands up. If you feel comfortable, you can clasp your fingers, and we're gonna exhale into a half moon. Option 2, you can bring your hand down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, leaning to the other side. Try to keep your weight equal on both feet. Inhale, back up. And here we're gonna exhale, sinking our tailbone back into a chair pose. So chair pose, your tailbone goes back, your knees are aligned with your ankles. You can keep your arms forward, or you can bring your arms to your hips, whatever feels fine. Your heart is forward, and your weight is on your heels. So you should be able to lift your toes. Inhaling and exhaling, strong chair. Imagine you have a ball, a small ball or something in between your knees, and you don't want to drop it. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And now we're going down one more time into chair, but this time we're gonna add a spinal twist. So we're gonna inhale, hands up. Exhale, drop our tailbone down. Bring your hands to your heart, and you're gonna draw the outside of your elbow to the outside of your knee, opening your heart to the side. Another option is opening your arms. Inhaling and exhaling, dropping that tailbone towards the mat. And let's bring our palms together. Big inhale. Exhale, look forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down. And we're gonna back to chair. Now we're going to twist to the other side. So hands to your heart. Inhale up, sinking on your chair. Exhale, hands on your heart. We're gonna bring the outside of your elbow to the outside of your knee, opening your heart to the side. And other option is opening your hands. Inhaling and exhaling. Exhale, hands to your heart. Look forward. Inhale, back up. And we're gonna exhale into forward fold. Slowly and gently folding forward, dropping your head, dropping your shoulders. We're gonna place our palms on the mat so you can bend your knees if you want to. And we're gonna bring our legs back now into a full plank. Or you can lower your knees if you need to. It's all good. Wrists, shoulders aligned, belly button is in. We're gonna exhale, drawing our elbows back. Again, you can lower your knees if you need to. We're gonna bring our heart down, uncurl your toes, and lift yourself into a cobra. If cobra is too much for you, you can always do a baby cobra, keeping your elbows bent. Inhaling and exhaling. And exhale, bring your heart down. Curl your toes. Let's go one more time all the way back into our child's pose. Toes together, knees open, head on your mat. You can bring your hands back if you want to. Or you can bring your hands on your forehead, under your forehead. Slowly and gently, we're gonna sit down, keeping our knees bent. We're gonna place our palms behind us with our fingers facing forward. With your knees aligned with your hips, we're gonna just start bringing those knees side to side. And one more time to one side. And one more time to the opposite side. We're gonna keep our knees facing up. We're gonna keep our sit bones right on the mat. And here we're just gonna lift our hands, our arms away into a boat pose. You can always hold your hamstrings if you need to. Let's lift our legs if you feel comfortable, our feet away from the mat. You can extend as well. And if you're shaky, it's all good. I'm very shaky today. Inhaling and exhaling. And exhale, hugging your legs, sinking your head down. I'm having a cramp. And slowly and gently, we're gonna start bringing ourselves down. one vertebra at a time. With your shoulders always away from your ears, bring your chin in. And here, you just bring your head down when all your vertebrae are down. We're gonna do bridge pose. This is very good for your glutes. You're gonna bring your legs as close as possible to your glutes. You're gonna place your palms on the mat, and you're gonna exhale, lifting your hips up. You can start drawing your shoulders underneath your back. So imagine you're trying to push the mat away with your feet. And imagine you have something in between your knees that you don't want to drop. If you have a yoga block, you can even, don't pretend and do it. Put the yoga block in between your knees. Or something, a ball or a book or whatever you have handy. Here, if you want, you can also clasp your fingers underneath your back and try to draw your knuckles towards your heels. All the weight, it's on your shoulder blades, on your shoulders. That's why you draw them down. It's on your shoulders, not on your neck and not on your head. And let's unclasp. Let's draw those shoulders away from your back and slowly and gently bring your hips down. Great job. And now we're gonna exhale, lifting both knees up towards our heart. And we're gonna do some circles around the sacrum, having a nice massage on our lower back. And to the other side. And we're gonna stay here with both knees up. You're gonna extend one leg down. So it can be your right leg. And you're gonna extend your other leg up towards the sky. You can hold your hamstring, or you can hold your shin, or you can clasp your big toe and lift your leg up towards the sky. If you feel comfortable, you can even try to bring it towards you. If you have a strip, you can also use it. So whatever feels fine for you and whatever you have close to you. And let's inhale, lowering that leg down. Exhale, bringing opposite leg up. Option 1, you hold your hamstring. Option 2, your shin. Option 3, your big toe. If you have a yoga stripes, you say, you can hold it. And you can bring it towards you. And exhale, bringing that leg down. We're gonna exhale, bringing both knees up one more time. This time we're gonna open our arms in a T. And you're gonna drop your knees towards your right side, head towards your left, trying to keep both shoulders on the mat. You can place your hand on your thigh to give an extra stretch if you want to, or you can even bring that knee over. And let's change sides. Inhale up, exhale, dropping your knees to the other side. Option 1, you just keep your knees down. Option 2, you can place your hand on your thigh. And option 3, you can cross that leg over. And let's exhale, bringing legs up towards your heart. Inhale, extending those legs. Placing your palms facing up and relaxing. Shavasana, our last pose. So just breathe there in and out as you normally do. Relaxing all your body. Relaxing toes, fingers, your feet, your hands, your legs, your arms, your torso. Relaxing your neck and your head and your face. And we'll start waking up, moving your wrists, moving your ankles, your knees, your elbows, your head. Maybe you want to stretch big. And let's just roll towards our right side. Breathing 1 or 2 times there. And slowly and gently start lifting yourself into a comfortable sitting position. You can place your palms on your thighs or you can place your hands on your heart. And the quote that I have today says, "Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them." And this one is by Marcus Aurelius. Thank yourself for taking this time for you, for nurturing your body, your mind, and your heart. I feel very grateful for being here with you and for letting me guide you during this practice. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Namaste.